Steelers, Bills, and the Bills favored by 14, the over under 46.5 on this one. And man, you talk about some wonky lines here, right? This was one of the ones that I was saying we had some very interesting lines here because realistically anymore, when you see teams square off and face off against each other, things like that, more often than not, the line is about 3.5. Like very rarely anymore do we see a line really push past about 6 to 7 on this one. It's certainly very, even more rare do we see a double digit, much less a 2 touchdown deal there. But, the Steelers are now 0-7, 0-8 without TJ Watt back there. They're going to be without him again on this one. I don't know that you're going to see that defensive unit be able to do enough to slow down this Bills offensive unit. And the Bills offense hasn't looked as solid the last couple of weeks, but still a very, very solid unit. Still a very, very good unit. That weather in Baltimore last week really kind of slowed them down more so than the Ravens did. So this one here looks to be a pretty good matchup. The weather looked to be pretty good out there, and when they square off and play that one, and the fact that Kenny Pickett's coming in here for his first ever start, I just don't see the Steelers being able to put up enough points to make a go of this thing. So I see an under on this one because I think that you're going to see the Steelers realistically maybe get to 10 or 14 points on a really solid day for them. The Bills, I think that we're going to see them just cruise past and get to about 30. So I think that we're going to see this one stay at the under, just barely on the under. And I think that you will see the Bills cover this one. And this is a game that's probably going to be over rather quickly. Now, as far as a prop in this one, again, kind of low-hanging fruit here. I think that you've got to do something to try and take some of the pressure off of Kenny Pickett here. And what's one of the ways that you can do that? Well, you're going to have to utilize some short passing games, but you're also going to have to try and establish the run game, get some things in rhythm, get him out there and really kind of, make him feel good under center there. So I've got Najee on an over 51.5 rushing yards on this one. I think that he's going to get enough volume that we're going to see him get there. I don't think that it's going to necessarily be a pretty, over 51.5 rushing yards, but I think that we're going to see him get there on, probably 3.5, 4 yards a carry. And we're just going to see him get, probably 15, 20 attempts when this thing's all said and done. So I think that we can see him get there. It's going to be an ugly grinded out 3 yards cloud of dust kind of perpetually on that one. But I do think that Najee can get there.